had quite the day today. I got up early, picked up my daughter at 6:35 because she asked me to. My sleep music was on. I woke up at 6:07 automatically. I forgot to set my alarm. Anybody ever do that? Oops. But I got very lucky. Very lucky that I was on time. My daughter, taking her to school. Think she'll be embarrassed? Don't care. So the first song that came on, automatically, just random shuffle. My phone likes to reset so that random shuffle can kick in. Oh, I did not hit that button. Oh, I did not. Glory by Young the Giant was the first song that came on. Stranger by Vampire Weekend. And she's like, oh, they got a new album. I said, well, it came out in 2019. She's like, oh, I got to listen to it. Then once we picked up Olivia, I Get a Kick Out of You, Michael Bublé came on. And Olivia said one of her friend's moms was like, if I could marry anyone, it would be Michael Bublé. I'm like, me too. Just kidding. He's got a great family. But I would love to hang out with Michael Bublé and his wife and kids. I would love to. That would be like, if I could get one dream. All right, I gotta take this out. If I could get one dream person to hang out with for a night, just one day and night. My dream would be to hang out with Michael Bublé and the whole orchestra, and just be backstage and talk about when they were in how they write songs and how they get inspired to do things. And I would just, Michael Bublé, I love you. So then Enemies featuring Da Baby from Post Malone came on. But this next song is the one that words can't even, I lied. There was one song I had to fast forward through. This is Max Richter's. It says return to. Return to bed is what it's trying to tell me. Return to what? Return to bed. That's a sleep number. This is the song. If you know this song, this album, that's in them, Pink Floyd, is on Dark Side of the Moon. Dark Side of the Moon was released in 1973. So was I released. I was released from the womb, and I was adored from the minute I came out because they counted all 10 toes, 10 fingers, 10 toes. She's good. Threw me in an incubator because I was a rubella baby. Threw me in an incubator and waited. And I have pulsing tinnitus. My angel heart is pulsing in my ear. Now, I wasn't always an angel. No. Oh no, I was a little demon child. As with any demon child, you see potential. You see hope. You see the bright side of that child. And you go, I'm not going to let anything hurt this child because this child's going to get into trouble. This child is going to get into trouble. This child is going to do shit that's going to test your patience and test you. Anybody have a child like that? Where they test you constantly? Test your patience? Annoy you? Mommy. Or you have the one that throws a temper tantrum. Screaming on the side of the chair, and you're like, wow. So as a parent's right, telling all the kids, if any kids ever watch this, it's the parent's right. That's right. It's the parent's right to embarrass you as an adult. As we are adults, you are teenagers. Do you know what you did to us when you were 2, 3, 4 years old? We've earned the right to embarrass you. Embarrass I shall. See, I got my daughter a twinsy one of these because I fell in love with the store in the mall. Hollister, this one. They have so many cute clothes. I can't afford it now. I will one day. But they had this. And they had me at the rainbow. You, joy, Black Lives Matter. I mean, it has everything. What does it say? Two spirit. Crazy, bisexual. I like the crazy. And two-spirited. Two-spirited. Two, as in TWO. Spirited. Not just one. Huh. Makes me think. That's not me. That's my stomach. That's the gastritis, okay? The gastritis makes me burp. The pancreatitis makes me suffer. The avascular necrosis makes me suffer. The other digestive issues I can tolerate. I can deal with the pain of the other digestive issues. Out of all my medical ailments and all my rarities, there's only two that bother me the most right now. And it's the chronic pancreatitis. My liver hurts sometimes too, but not as bad as the pancreas. And the avascular necrosis. My bones, both hips, both knees, left shoulder. So I'm going to put out into the universe that there will be more research done on avascular necrosis and the impacts it has on people. Not just adults. Children suffer from this rare condition that's inflicted mostly from what I've seen in the support groups. Steroids. In children who can't breathe. It's breathe and live, or take steroids to breathe better, like breathe just to live, or barely breathe, almost die, but you don't get avascular necrosis. And not all kids who are on steroids for whatever ailment they need to be on get avascular necrosis. There's just a lucky few. Those lucky kids have joined a group of very lucky adults of all ages. Teenagers, 20s, 30s, 40s. Avascular necrosis does not discriminate on age. It gets your bones. It kills your bones. It is bone death is what avascular necrosis is. Bone death. Once something dies, it doesn't come back. Now, there's all kinds of stem cell research and all kinds of bone grafts and stuff, and I've seen horrific things. I've heard horrific things. And I did core decompression to 3 of my joints. Both hips, not at the same time. Both hips, left shoulder. But he said my doctor, my orthopedic surgeon, he's not an avascular necrosis specialist. There's really not. There's no orthopedic other than Dr. Mont that I know of that specializes in vascular necrosis. A vascular necrosis, AVN. So when you see hashtag AVN or AVN warriors, that's because I'm a warrior. I am a medical mess. And I'm a warrior. So when I do this, I'm winning. I'm a warrior. This is winning. And this is also weird. So this one guy and I that we saw each other I met him at World of Beer. He was a server. He is a server there. And I went to First Watch with my ex-husband. And I saw him and we're like, that's kind of, hi. Weird. He was with his partner. Then the next time I went there with a friend of mine, the man in black, He came in with his partner again. I'm like, nuts. And I just went to him. I said, weird. He goes, yeah, weird. So that's going to be weird. It's going to be wild. Winning Wonder Woman, 1984. Do you know who was born in 1984? I do. February 20th, 1984. I'm not stalking you, Trevor. I'm not. South Africa. I'm not. But I am in love with South Africa. And I have my friend Mauro, who's from South Africa. He is, but he looks Italian because his family genetics. But Trevor Noah from The Daily Show, hands down, is the most entertaining news. And when he does his little, they let him like just rant for a bit before they start recording and stuff, but they're really recording. And if you don't follow The Daily Show, you should follow The Daily Show because it's funny. I follow SNL and The Daily Show. Those are the two that I honestly, they crack me up. They make me happy. But SNL has been making me happy ever since I was a little girl. SNL, me and SNL, makes me think of Sinus and Nasal Institute, which 4 sinus surgeries. Oh, the chronic sinus problems, the snot a lot, isn't as bothersome as the pancreas and the vascular necrosis. No. I snot a lot. And one of my kids would be like, oh, don't you remember all those surgeries? You snot. I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't, it's uncomfortable when there's snot and it like feels like a bruise on your sinuses and you got to push. See, mine's the frontal lobes. These are the frontal lobes in here. Okay? Inside here, you've got sinuses, sinus cavities, all in here. And it feels like a bruise, like someone's, Some people get it here, and it's like, oh, it hurts, because you get sinus cavities that get filled up in here, too. I get filled up everywhere. And then you have sinuses on the side, then you have sinuses in the back. There's a sinus down near your butt. You've got sinus stuff everywhere, you know? SNL, Saturday Night Live. My theater teacher, my drama teacher, a year after I graduated high school, I ran into her again and she said, you need to open mic, stand-up comedy. And last night I watched my first Marvelous Maisel. Marvelous Miss Maisel. Something like that. And it's from the 50s. It's pretty damn funny. But Lenny Bruce, that was in an REM song. Lenny Bruce was in an REM song. So was Leonard Bernstein. Leonard Bernstein. An REM song. It's the end of the world and we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. Us and Them. If you don't know the song Us and Them by Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, you should listen to it. It's my song. Because it's us and them. People who don't understand us want to be against us. They're scared of us. They shouldn't be scared of us. They should embrace us. We're different. We're special. Don't hate. I don't use the word hate a lot. So if I use it, you know it's serious. I mean, there's something really bad to have heard or earned a hate from me. And I don't even like to say I hate this person because he did do some great things. But he's a bad person. Like, bad to the core. Like, born bad. Like, bad seed. Even his mom knew it. Even his mom knew he was a bad seed and has talked about it. And that's whose name who won't be spoken of. Let's just say I'm taking orange back. The orange flowy hair, we're taking it back. Orange is the new black. Well, guess what? We're going to mix it up. We're going to do orange and black together because that's Halloween colors. That's winning. I showed somebody, I was like, I'm going to go Gen X, Wolverine. And they're like, that looks like, my son's like, that looks like gang symbols. I'm like, it could be. But you know what? So could this. And so could this. And so could this. And so could this. Everything could be a hand signal, a code, a source. Everything could be something. Can't it? Hands. Helping hands. From the Labyrinth. Do you remember the helping hands from the Labyrinth? What year did the Labyrinth come out? And who was in the Labyrinth? Do you remember? Do you remember the characters? I do. I know the Labyrinth. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm batshit crazy having you on my mind? You think I'm helpless? My algebra don't equal you every time. You think I'm calling? You think I'm calling out your name every night? Girl, I'm falling for you. What you say? Oh my God. Baby, don't you see? I got everything I need. Well, only a genius could love a woman like me. Yep. LSD. See ya.